I've invested close to $100,000 in the coaching space in courses, mentorships, etc. The thing with courses is that they will never die, but they're not what they once were. If you're running any kind of online coaching in 2025, I think there's a very important concept regarding courses and how the course industry is changing, especially for you and especially if you're trying to grow your online coaching company. Here's the thing. It seems like a course will show you how to use a shovel, but it's not going to show you exactly where the gold is. And unfortunately, those who are making the most amount of money are those who are selling the shovels, but not specifically showing you where the gold is. So in this video, I'm going to show you why if your goal is to scale, you need to rethink courses. And I'm going to give you 5 pieces of tactical advice you can take today if you're wanting to scale above 100K a month. You see, after helping my online coaching clients make more than $50 million online and helping close to, I want to say 1,000 online coaches, I started to notice a trend. There's so much content being pushed right now on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, giving advice on how to grow your business. And there's courses for everything. And now seeing the rise in AI, there's courses on how to automate everything. Now, this isn't a bad thing necessarily. The bad thing is if you want to become a millionaire this year, the way you're thinking with, I'm just going to buy my way there through courses on YouTube, well, those are not going to solve the real bottlenecks in your business. Because my friend, if you really think that's the way to go, you are against all odds and all of your competitors. We're doing exactly what I'm about to just show you on my screen a little bit. So leading off with that, let me tell you the bad news. So now let's just see the odds of actually making it in the space. So if you want to make $1 million a year, just to say $100,000 a month, your actual odds of making it is 1 in 1,000. Like if you think about this for a second, if there's 1,000 people in a room, you have to beat 999 of those to be able to have the same odds of making $1 million a year. Now, if you want to make $10 million a year, the odds are a little bit different. 1 in every 11,000. If you want to make more than $20 million a year, well, the odds are 1 in 25,000. How do you actually make it? The truth is, and something that I've been struggling a long time with, is that you have to literally become an absolute freak and be an outlier. You have to be the hardest working in a room. Like I said, 1,000 people in a room, you have to beat 999 people. And if you're wanting to make $10 million a year, you literally have to have 10,999 people dead at your feet because you beat all of them. You really think, and do you really think that you can buy your way there through courses on YouTube? I mean, you can get far, but can you get that far? So before we get into these 5 tips, one thing that apart from the tips that I'm about to give you have to stop thinking about work-life balance, because if you want to get there, there's no such a thing. You have to stop thinking in terms of like, how can I shortcut my way through just buying $97 courses to teach me how to sell, to teach me how to solve this bottleneck? Yeah, sure, you can buy a course that tells you how to run Facebook ads, but will it really help you scale your Facebook ads? I don't think so. And since you're wanting to be literally the 0.1%, by default, you're also going to be extremely unrelatable to your best friends, to your family, to your partners. You're going to be that weird guy. It's literally like trying to become the chosen one. So my advice is don't behave like a normie and pay close attention to the 5 tips I'm just going to give you. My first advice is that your guru does not equal the blueprint you have to follow. What this means basically is that most people look at gurus and they try to reverse engineer on how they got there, assuming that if they follow the same path, they're going to get the same result. But what they're looking at is the result of thousands of context-specific variables: timing, genes, audience, capital, team, niche, maturity in the market, platform algorithms, etc. The guru you love and respect, that's not a map. That's just an endpoint. It's a good thing to have something to have a North Star off. But this is why it's so important for you to have your own map, because every business is a different monster. So like I said, trying to copy someone's outcome, it's like using Google Maps to a destination you need a car for, but you're basically just walking. I mean, you could technically get there, but you're going to burn out and you're going to hate it. Number 2 is I advise you to extract, not replicate. Very self-explanatory. Instead of copying the entire system, just copy the principle behind it. Extract what's actually what things you can use from them. Let's just say, for example, they're running a high ticket offer through a webinar. That might not work for you, but maybe it works because their niche is advanced and they can use a very short webinar like a training, and they have a great brand and it carries authority. So instead of copying the exact funnel, copy the principles behind it. They have a warm audience and they are using a lot of storytelling. Cool. Noted. They handle objections before the pitch when they're pitching in the webinar. So they actually talk about those pain points and the objections people have before they even get to the pitch, so they can pre-sell the thing. Got it. Noted. They use clear language and they don't use industry-specific language. Nice. Got it. That's how you can apply what they're using, not specifically everything that they're using. A lot of people out there are just trying to funnel hack people and literally copy and paste them. I have people literally trying to funnel hack my own clients, buying their courses to see what they're doing inside. They don't get it. They're not going to win. They're not going to make it. Your job isn't to copy their system, it's to steal the logic behind their moves. Then apply it depending on where you are. Again, you have to have your own map. Number 3, business is reps, not hacks. You know this. If you're here, if you're watching this, you know this. The real game of business is not built on clever things. It's just built on consistency. Like you have to do the things over and over every single day. Post every day, follow up, ask for the sale, review what's working, review what's not working. Do the boring stuff. People think that a nice, shiny course is the way to success. But reality, after helping close to 1,000 different people, 1,000 different coaching businesses, it gets boring. You have to do the same things they've told you to do. People chase hacks because they want to skip the phase where things are slow. But that really is the part of the business and part of the life that builds you and gives you the personality that you need to have to scale even further. It sucks, but it takes time. If you hit the gym, you know this. Like you're not gonna get fit by watching YouTube videos. You get fit by actually doing the work and being consistent with it and adding all the ingredients of actually becoming healthier. You gotta train, you gotta do your mindset, you gotta do your nutrition, you gotta hire a coach, and you understand this. You can't have a cookie cutter plan and expect for it to give you C-bombs body, bro. Like that's it doesn't work that way. You have to be consistent, and I know it sounds boring and cliche, but that's just how it is. Number 4 is you have to define your win. This one's huge because specifically now where there is a lot of big names in the industry, you feel like you want to emulate their life. You are, instead of you having your own goals and your own vision, you are trying to copy somebody else's definition of winning. You have to have your own definition. And that's, brother, that's internal work, man. Not everyone wants the same business, lifestyle, or pressure. And yet, many online businesses owners feel like they're losing simply because they're not at that guru's level. But somebody that's making 150K a month, they might not sleep. They know they have a 10% payroll. They have no creative freedom. They maybe built the business in the worst way possible. But hey, here's a screenshot of me making 150K a month. Amazing. No, maybe your 15K a month business lets you surf in the morning, lets you fly, lets you do a lot of different things. I'm very blessed that my business is pretty lean. We do pretty well. My clients are crushing it. Got clients making 100K, 500K a month. I love it. I love meeting with my clients because I've built a business that I love having. So fun that I get to travel. For example, Friday, I'm going to Italy. I love it. And I'm not stressed. Now, do I want to make more money? Sure. But I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Remember, you got to be wealthy on the 4 pillars: money, health, relationships, and faith. Aim for that. Have different goals for each pillar. What's your clear goal for money and wealth? What's your clear goal for health? What's your clear goal for relationship? What's your clear goal for faith? Have those clear and aim for those. And lastly, trade worship for wisdom. Study, apply, and detach. You understand the game of business, man. I'm not speaking to somebody who's stupid. You understand the game of business. You understand on your way to making it, you're going to make a lot of micro fails. You try a funnel, didn't work. You try ads, didn't work. You try this type of content, it doesn't work. All those things you have to apply. And all those things you have to study to understand if they work. And then detach from the outcome, understanding that on a macro level, you are going to make it if you have your own plan. It's easy to idolize gurus, but when you start treating their words as gospel, you stop thinking critically, and everything you do is just a reflection of who they are, not who you are. And that's not good. Study them, don't copy them. Apply what's useful, discard what's not. Apply what's useful to you and to your business and to your offer. A mentor is a compass, it's not a leash. You follow their direction and you have to be relentless. You have to be relentless with execution. You don't need to believe everything they say. You need to believe in your ability to apply what works. And you need to become extremely convicted in the fact that if you put the work, you're going to get there. But the importance here is that courses are not going to give you that. Courses are going to give you the tactics, but the implementation, the adaptability of all these tactics into strategies so that your business can grow, it's a whole lot different. So yeah, I guess you can buy a course on hooks. You can buy a course on selling and objections and buy really great books. And you can buy a course on how to do, CRMs in Go High Level, I guess. But the real way you're really going to grow your coaching company above 50K, above 100K, above 500K, you need to have somebody next to you on your side telling you exactly what you have to implement. So what I did is the video that's on the screen right now, it's the entire roadmap I give my clients that you can take, copy the specific strategies that apply to your business. I tell you all the strategies that we've done and just use those in your business. So the video that's on the screen right now is going to tell you exactly where to start right now with your coaching company so you can scale to 100K a month. For now, I'll see you in the next one.